Now that it is back to school season, parents should add one more crucial item to the checklist, an eye exam. To tell us why, it shows a couple of things. Alan Solinsky is an ophthalmologist from Hartford Hospital, joining us from Wallingford. Good to have you along, sir.
Good to have you too, Matt.
Thanks for coming in. Listen, we'll get to, I think, one of the more important things in just a second, but this is a given. Kids, especially at a young age, should be getting their eyes checked, and this is a good time of year to do it.
It certainly is. Back to school, the kids should be tested to make sure that their vision's 20/20 in each eye. You want to make sure that there's not a lazy eye there. If there is a lazy eye, it should be patched and rehabilitated so it's as good as the other one. Also, you want to check for something called convergence insufficiency. If the child can't bring their eyes together enough, they're going to have difficulty reading, and that child, who may be very, very smart, won't be able to absorb what they need to do because their vision, it'll be very, very difficult for them to focus. So these are things that an ophthalmologist and optometrist should be looking for.
So let's talk about that, because at least in terms, that's what the ophthalmologist is looking for. But as a parent, are there telltale signs that you should be looking for your child to go, something's up with his eyesight?
Well, you want to make sure that both eyes are focusing straight at you. Wouldn't be a bad idea to just make sure that both eyes are equally good. I actually had a nephew once. We were going up on a ski lift, and we said, "Hey, how many chairs in front could you see?" It was a foggy day, and he said, "Which eye?" He says, "What do you mean, which eye?" He says, "My good eye or my bad eye?" So some kids are going through life, they don't know that both eyes are supposed to be the same. So
that's a good advice. All right, so we've talked about what to look for. Assuming your child does get glasses, how can kids keep their eyes healthy?
Well, you want to make sure that the eyes aren't red, they're not itching them. You want to make sure there's no allergy going on. If there is, you want to rule out, a new pet that might be near them, or other things, or they may be allergic to the leaves falling down or the grass. So you want to make sure that their eyes aren't irritated.
Which leads to the other big question / issue in this day and age, where obviously kids are using their phones, their iPads a lot, but it's also happening in school as well with Chromebooks as whatnot. Should kids be limiting their screen time?
Yes, it's very, very important to get outside and play and look far away, because the natural state of the eye is for distance, to look very far away. And there's definitely studies that, in some of the more intense educated societies where kids are just spending 10 hours a day in front of their books, in front of their screens, they do get nearsighted. Yeah. The eye starts to do what you train it to do.
I got to tell you, as a grown-up, I'm glad that we didn't have this when I was growing up, because my eyesight has deteriorated from too much screen time. I can't imagine the challenges that young folks may have when they start looking at those iPads at a very, very young age. You need to be mindful of that. Alan Solinsky with the Hartford Hospital, thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.